Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be tackling my weekly deep clean to-do list, where Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I deep clean a portion of my house each day so that on a weekly basis, all the surfaces in my house are getting some sort of cleaning. The rest of the week, I just focus on completing the tasks that need to be done on a daily basis, such as dishes, laundry as needed, and wiping surfaces as I notice that they're dirty. But today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays we do the laundry room, the living room, and the dining room. Does anyone else have a child who's obsessed with rocks? This is our current rock collection, and I honestly don't think there's anything special about any of them. She just picks up handfuls of rocks and brings them inside to add them to this basket. So we're going to have to somehow go through that and weed out some of the less special ones, because we're running out of space in the house for all the rocks. And I had run out of window cleaner actually this day, so I'm just using a multi-purpose cleaner on these windows, and right here I'm realizing that, hey, it didn't do that bad of a job. But my husband was kind enough to pick some up on his way home from work, so I am fully stocked on my window cleaner again. Has anyone else seen K-pop Demon Hunters? Because I have been stuck on this soundtrack since I watched it for the first time like 3 weeks ago. I cannot stop listening to it. It is so catchy. It's now Wednesday, and on Wednesdays, not only do we wear pink, but we also clean the playroom and the 2 bathrooms in the house. And these rooms don't really get too bad. They don't take too much time to deep clean because the playroom is all of our bigger toys. Smaller toys are in the dining room. The larger toys like Barbie, kitchen, ball pit, they're all in here, so they don't really require too much cleaning. And we spend a lot of our time in here throughout the week anyway, so we kind of clean as we go. Not only are we tidying several times throughout the day, but if we're hanging out in there and I notice something sticky, which there's always something sticky, I just clean it as we go throughout the week. So the weekly clean of this really doesn't take too much time. This weekly deep clean also allows Mom to come in and put things back where they belong. I do have a 4-year-old, and she is asked to tidy the playroom by herself sometimes, and she does a great job. She gets things up off the floor, she puts them in their general area, but nothing beats a mom cleaning organization, and that's what this day also lets me do. Just kind of reset the whole room, put things back where they actually go, just so we can have more fun when it actually comes to playtime. Hi. What can I get you? A clean kitchen? Give me a few minutes. Each child has a blanket that they got to choose from Walmart, and right here I'm just folding said blankets and lining them up on the couch to cut the couch in half so that each kid can have their own seat on the couch. We are going through a phase where we are brawling all the time, even if we're just sitting calmly watching a movie. Somebody is always touching somebody else, and this kind of helps that. So I didn't record myself cleaning the bathrooms because I felt really weird scrubbing a toilet on camera. So I just did a little before and after, and kind of like the playroom, we're pretty good about keeping our bathrooms tidy and clean throughout the week. So the before and afters really aren't even that impressive. So all I did was wash the rugs and the shower curtains and then, wipe all the surfaces and scrub the toilets. So I really don't feel like everybody on the internet needs to see me do that. We're moving on to Thursday, and on Thursdays I do both bedrooms and the kitchen. I had already stripped the beds, all the beds, to wash the sheets today because I do that on a weekly basis as well. So we're just going to start off by remaking the bed because it just always makes the room so much nicer. Rarely happens, but it does make the room look nicer. I did do my kids' room on this day as well. I just didn't show it. That's my kids' personal space and area, and I'm not going to put that all on the internet for everybody to see. But I did the same thing in there that I do in our bedroom. I wash the sheets, I make the beds, tidy anything that needs to be tidied, and then I just wipe everything down. Wipe all the surfaces, wash the windows. And watching this video back now, I realized I very much need to carpet clean that rug. That's where my dogs sleep every night, and the video is just really showing how disgusting and filthy it is, where I don't really see it in real life. So we don't get to see that in this video, but it will get cleaned in the near future, because just watching that is really grossing me out. My daughter and I share this desk. It is multi-purpose. We use it for a desk, and then it also doubles as a vanity area, mainly for my daughter. She is very into makeup these days, lotions, sprays, all the pretty stuff. It also has become a catch-all for this room. We just throw everything on here when we don't feel like putting it away. So I do have a laundry basket at my feet you see me throwing things into, because this video is less about tidying and more about the deep clean. So all the things that I'm throwing in the laundry basket are things that don't belong on this desk or even in this room, and I will end up putting them away later, but not at the moment. So this is our home gym area, where I'm about to show you all the puzzles that I'm very proud of completing. And this is probably the dustiest part of our house, because your girl can't find any time in the day to work out. So it just sits here. One day I will use it. Until then, I'll just dust it every week and pretend that it doesn't exist. And now onto the kitchen, which is my favorite room to clean, but it also takes me the longest. I have a very specific way that I deep clean this room. I literally take every single thing off of every surface and I pile it onto our island. That way I can just go around and wipe everything down, make sure I'm getting every single thing that needs to be cleaned. The only thing I'm not touching on this day is the incubator next to the stove, because it is currently in lockdown. Chicks are getting ready to hatch and I cannot unplug it or move it to disturb the eggs. So we are just going to clean around that. On a normal week, I would remove everything and clean around it. Normally I use microfiber cloths to clean, but for this clip right here, I wanted to use a paper towel so I could show you how dusty and gross it gets underneath everything that sits on my counters. Yum! We're just gonna throw that away. Where's my vacuum? Where's my vacuum? That's where it's supposed to be. On the charger. My husband makes fun of me for this all the time. I never put the vacuum back on the charger. And the one time that I put it back on the charger where it belongs, I couldn't find it. I spent a good 5 minutes searching the house for this dang vacuum, and it was right where it belonged because I finally put it back where it belonged, and I'm just not used to that. I like it to be easily accessible for when I need to clean up all the spills and the messes that happen during the day. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
I'm finally done.